Hi everybody, welcome to New Zealand's biggest gap year. It's an epic challenge that my partner Laura and I decided to tackle a few years back. The challenge? 365 activities in 365 days all around New Zealand. And today is day 218 and we are taking a jet boat in the Akaroa Harbour. So join us on doing this tour, and at the end of the video I will be going over all the questions you guys had the first time we published it. This morning we're going to be trying to beat the rain, so we are joining the team from Akaroa Jet Adventures for an early jet boat tour. In their office we are getting all the gears we need for a jet boat tour. We're getting a spray jacket, we're getting a life jacket, we're getting a bit of a safety instruction, and as soon as everything is fitted we are heading toward the harbour. In front of the boat we're going to be getting more of a briefing about what kind of experience we are looking for. The safest experience is in the front seat with 2 seats with seat belts, and the most epic experience in the back seat with serious G-force and little splashing, perfect for thrill seekers with heaps of cameras like we are.
As soon as we leave the wharf, we are getting to see instantly how fast these New Zealand jet boats are. The jet boats are a New Zealand invention, and this one in particular has a twin V8 Cobra engine with 600 horsepower. Usually New Zealand jet boat tours go on the rivers, but this is our first time actually getting to experience a jet boat out on the sea. There's a little bit of swell, so there's a lot of bumpy sections, but that just makes it all the more thrilling. But this tour isn't just about the speed, it's also about seeing some of the highlights of the Akaroa Harbour. And the Akaroa Harbour itself is actually the crater of an ancient volcano. The further along the harbour we go, the more epic the scenery gets, with some dramatic cliffs, and Critter is even pointing out a valley which is full of nikau palms. This is the southernmost point of New Zealand where these palm trees are growing, and it's right in this little microclimate. Critter is super knowledgeable about the Akaroa Harbour, and he's getting us super close to some really interesting rock features. One of the best ones is Cathedral Cave, named because it has amazing acoustics and it's super huge as well.
This tour is really awesome. We are going at fast speed through every single highlight of the Akaroa Harbour. It's really awesome. If you have ADD like me and you have a very short attention span, you want to do that one tour. You just speed through, you see something, click, 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 couple of pictures, and you speed through the other way. It's really cool. And Critter knows every nooks and cracks of the Akaroa Harbour, and he's also really good to spotting wildlife, like these awesome little blue penguins. They are super small, and on the surface of the water they're very hard to spot, but he does spot 3 of them for us today. Now that we've done with one side of the harbour, we're going to be crossing all across this massive volcano and making our way toward the other side. There is a lot more side that we want to see, and Critter wants to make sure that we see everything before the rain shows up. Needless to say that I'm super impressed by the speed of that boat. It's absolutely crazy how quickly we are going from one place to another, and how amazingly powerful the whole engine is. We feel like we are completely stuck at the back of our seat. The next spot that we are seeing is the Power and Salmon farm, which are farmed right here in the harbour, and this is sustainable farming. They are constantly monitored by members of the dock in the area, so it's a really sustainable practice, and Critter makes sure that we are remembering that fact.
So we've seen the amazing scenery of the Akaroa Harbour, we've seen wildlife, we've also learned about the industries here, but Critter is also now showing us a historic site of the Akaroa Harbour as he takes us to a bay where we can see a World War II bunker. He tells us stories of fishermen having to use Morse code with a torch in order to show the people at the bunker that they were not Japanese invaders. After telling us a few more local stories, Critter is taking us to some of the little hidden bays and inlets of the harbour, which are absolutely stunning. During the 50 minutes that this jet boat tour lasts, we're actually learning so much about the Akaroa Harbour, in between experiencing the thrills of how fast this jet boat can go. And we're actually surprised at how cheap this tour is. It's under 80 bucks. And Critter is not holding back on our way back towards the Akaroa Wharf. He's going full speed, and of course in any jet boat tour you need to experience the 360 spin. He puts full revs onto the boat and it just flings round super fast as we do a full 360-degree spin on the water. This is one of the unique things that these jet boats can do.
Basically, we had a blast on the Akaroa Harbour this morning, and as the boat is finally making its way back toward the Akaroa Harbour itself, and the tour is coming to an end, we are reflecting on all the stuff that we've seen today. It's absolutely incredible the amount of stuff that we've seen, and that was a great way to get our mind off our campervan troubles. Tomorrow we're going to be doing even more sailing around Akaroa, so don't miss it. He's putting full speed on the engine and giving us some serious G's. G4.
Yeah, you clearly got overexcited from the 360 spins. I'm getting some serious G's.
So Creature is putting the engine at full speed and is giving us some serious G-force. God damn it. Alright, so if you don't have much time and want to go all around the Akaroa Harbour, this is definitely a good option for you for sure. So let's go over some of the comments you guys had the first time we published the video. We had Natalia that said, it looks like you guys love jet boats. We definitely will try it on a small 3 weeks New Zealand trip. So a couple of things. First up, do we love jet boats? Yeah, it's kind of a really cool thing to do. But also the reason why we do that many jet boat tours in New Zealand is because, well, there are that many jet boat tours in New Zealand. In fact, on NZPocketGuide.com, which is New Zealand's largest travel guide, it's free for you guys to use, so you may want to check it out. We actually rank the 30 best jet boat tours that there is in New Zealand. So there really is a lot of them. And the second part of your question is small 3 weeks trip in New Zealand. It's actually not small. It's a pretty cool trip. 3 weeks is a lot of time in New Zealand. In fact, when people come and ask us questions about their trip in New Zealand, usually they're coming between 3 and 4 weeks trip in New Zealand. So that's the good amount of time. And when I'm talking about people coming to us with questions, I'm talking about the NZ Travel Show that we are hosting right here on YouTube every single week. For 1 hour, we take all your questions about traveling in New Zealand live. It's at 8 AM New Zealand time on Sunday every week. So you may want to hit subscribe in order to get a notification for that. It's a great place to come and plan your trip in New Zealand with like-minded people and the expert, Laura and I. And we also have a comment from Chasing Adeline that said, that looks like so much fun. I think I may get a little boat sick. I actually don't think you can really get boat sick on a jet boat. It goes so fast and everything. So if you want to stop for a long time and bob around for quite a lot, maybe. But other than that, I think it's kind of like the type of boat that you want to take if you usually get boat sick. That and like literally the big like New Zealand ferry in between North Island and South Island. That'll be your two options to not get boat sick. Anna says back seat is where I will be too. I love it. Yeah, definitely in jet boats the back seat is where it's at. So yeah, good choice, Anna. And Why in the World has a funny comment. He says, you have ADD like me. I have a short attention. Hey, a little blue penguin in the previous video. Click. So yeah, definitely I have a short attention span. I like to be able to see a lot of different things and stuff like that. So yeah, that's definitely pretty cool. So during this video we saw from afar some nice little dolphins, and tomorrow, guess what? This is the thing that we're doing. We are going to be sailing, so definitely different pace around, and we're going to get to see the dolphins even closer, and the day after we're going to swim with them. So that's worth subscribing if you want to see more of those videos. If you want to reward all our hard work, you want to hit the like button. It's a free way to do that. And if you want to put your money where your mouth is and support us financially, you so can. You can join Patreon. There is a link in the description below. And for the price of a cup of coffee a month, you can get yourself access to really awesome perks. So yeah, check it out below. It's pretty cool. In the meantime, Laura and I wish you a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.